Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Darius Lindsey checking in. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I want to talk to y'all about being a product of your environment. Yeah, that's right. Being a product of your environment. Man, I was a product of my environment. I grew up in the darkness. I didn't have a two-parent household. I didn't have the structure. I was on drugs. I was smoking weed. I was drinking alcohol. I burnt my mama's house down at the age of 5. I was angry. I was frustrated. I didn't have no self-control at all. I didn't have no impulse control at all. I had a rough life. And half of that rough life, I can say I'm the reason for the rough life. I chose to go into paths that I wasn't raised to go in. Yeah, I was exposed to a lot of stuff. I was exposed to drugs. I was exposed to alcohol. And that's why I started to experience some of those things. I ran to the streets at a young age. I wasn't even raised to go. Nobody in my family told me to go to the streets. I chose to go to the streets. Nobody in my family told me to go out and steal. I chose to go out and steal. I seen that, I can get quick money. I can take this and go sell and get this quick money. And that became a hit. I started doing that. And after so many times of doing that, bam, yeah, your boy got locked. I got caught. I thought I was Superman. I thought I was untouchable. Until I had that one moment that I got caught and I had to go to jail. And that right there, that woke me up. It didn't wake me up completely, but it woke me up when I had to stop. Because if I don't stop stealing, this gonna be even worse a situation than what I got going on now. You know what I'm saying? So I still dabble with the weed. I still dabble with the alcohol. I still dabble with the women. I caught an STD at the age of 18 because I want to mess around and sleep with women I ain't even know. Chase women I ain't even know. Smoking weed, losing jobs, losing opportunities because of the choices that I made. Getting kicked out of school, didn't even get a chance to walk across the stage because I chose to get high the day before, right before school started, walking there smelling like a pine tree. And I didn't even get an opportunity to walk across stage. I had to go get my GED. This was my senior year because the decisions I made caused me not to walk across the stage with my class. It caused me not to have good jobs. It caused me to lose opportunities. It caused me to not have good relationships because of the choices. Because me being a product of I seen my mom get abused by her boyfriends. I seen the weed. I seen the alcohol. I seen the drunkenness. I seen the sex. I was exposed to it. I seen the pornography at a younger age. And because of those things I was exposed to, I experienced those things that I was exposed to. I was a product of my environment. I was a product of what I seen. And I had to make a choice. I had to make a choice in my late 20s. Am I gonna let what I seen shape me? Am I gonna let what I seen mold me? Am I gonna let what I seen dictate my life? Am I gonna continue to smoke weed like everybody else in my environment? Am I gonna continue to get drunk like everybody else in my environment? Am I gonna continue to sag my pants like everybody else in my environment? Am I gonna continue to have the gold grills like everybody else in my environment? Or am I gonna do something different? Or am I gonna stand out? Or am I gonna go and have a purpose? Or am I gonna clean myself up? Or I'm gonna be a product of my environment. So what? You came from a bad neighborhood. So what, you didn't have a two-parent household? So what your father want in the house? So what your mama in the house? You gonna let that be an excuse why you can't be the man, why you can't be the woman you need to be? I was exposed to drugs. I was exposed to alcohol. I was exposed to sex. It was my decision to say I'm not gonna live like this no more. It's my decision to say I'm not gonna smoke weed every day from sun up to sundown. I had to make that decision, and what I'm challenging you today is you got to make that decision whether you're going to be a product of your environment, you're going to be a product of your bad neighborhood, you're going to be a product of your household, or you're going to stand out. Are you gonna stand out? I'm not gonna let how my mother was at a young age dictate how I treat women. I'm not gonna let what I seen at a young age dictate my future. I'm not gonna let it set my future. I'm gonna set my future. I got authority to set my future. I ain't gonna let what happened in my past dictate the future steps I can walk in, the decisions that I can make. And I'm telling you today, no matter what you've been through, the hurt, the abuse, I've been abused by my mama boyfriend. I still remember getting whooped by a wooden board across my backside because I went outside at a little boy and I peed outside. Being a little boy, because I peed outside, this man whooped me across my backside with a. I still remember that. I still remember the anger. I still remember the frustration. I remember I had drunk. I went and found my uncle. I'm like, hey man, I was old. I'm like, yo, I want to see that dude that hit me. I want to see that dude that was beating on my mom. I want to see him. My uncle said, nah, he not worth it. My uncle said, nah, he not worth it. I'm like, man, I want to see him. You know what I'm saying? Because that anger, that frustration, and it's a lot of people you want to see right now. It's a lot of that anger and that frustration is built up inside of you right now from the people that hurt you in your past. You angry at them, you frustrated at them, and I'm telling you right now, let it go. Let it go. It ain't gonna do no good for you to abuse them. It ain't gonna do no good for you to have that anger. It ain't gonna do you no good to have that frustration built up inside of you. Use that anger and use that frustration to challenge yourself to be greater than what you are, to challenge yourself to not be a product of your environment, to challenge yourself to go farther than anybody in your family. Use that frustration to fuel you. I will be great. I will be great. I am a walking business. I am a life machine. I am a life machine. I am the light of the world. I am motivation. I am life. I am peace. I'm not what my environment is. Even though I came out of it, even though I was birthed in it, even though I was born in it, I'm not gonna be a product of it. And I'm challenging you today not to be a product of the poverty, not to be a product of the anger, not to be a product of the sin, not to be a product of not taking responsibility for your actions. It's time for you to own up. It's time for you to man up. It's time for you to woman up. Take ownership. Take ownership. It's time to make a change, whatever you got going on. It's time to stand out, whatever you got going on. It's time for you to stand up. You down. You depressed. You blaming your past. You blaming your mama. You blaming your dad. This is what they raised me in. This is what I was born in. We never had this many opportunities. My mama worked 3 or 4 jobs. My daddy worked 3 or 4 jobs. My daddy hit my mama. My mama hit my daddy. Stop making excuses. That's not your life. Stop making excuses. You don't have to be like your mama. You don't have to be like your daddy. The decision is yours. It's your decision. You got the power in your hand to either be a product of what you've seen or you can be a difference maker, a game changer. You don't have to be what you've seen. You don't have to be what you grew up in. Stand out. Stand out. Nobody finished school. It's time for you to finish school. Most of everybody on my mom's side of my family, they drink. Most of everybody in your family, they probably drinking. Stand out. Stand out. Stand out. You don't have to be that product. I'm a product of God. God said I'm the light of the world. Guess what? I'm the light of the world. My family say get a 9 to 5, work a good job, take care of your kids. God said go influence the world. Go influence the world. I'm gonna go influence the world with the tools I got. Not what I came up in, not what I was born in. So I'm challenging you today. I'm challenging you today Reset your mind. Reset your mind. Reset your focus. Reset, 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 reset. You're a new man now. You're a new woman now. I'm giving you something different now. That's the mindset you need to have. No matter what you've been through, get rid of that past, man. Get rid of that past, man, and walk into your purpose. Set the map out for your purpose. Lay that carpet out for your purpose and walk right into your purpose, man. Go get the degree. Go get the job. Go get the house. Go get the marriage. Your mama never been married. Your daddy never been married. That's always something you want. Go get it. Well, my mama was never married. My daddy was never married. Well, I guess I won't be married. Get rid of that mindset. My mama never had a house. My daddy never had a house. Get rid of that mindset. Get rid of that mindset. Well, my daddy was on food stamps. My mama was on food stamps. Get rid of that mindset. And be around some people that you want to be like so you can be like them. They in the lane you want to go in. You'll be the next one. The Bible says, hang with the wise and you will be wise. Hang with the people that got what you want. Hang with them so you'll be just like them or be even better. Stop hanging around people that got a negative mindset. Stop hanging around with people that are not positive. Stop hanging around people that won't pour into you and feed your vision or support you. That's always downgrading you. Well, your mama was like that. Why you trying to go out and get all educated for? Why you trying to go out and start you a business? Your daddy worked for 45 years at that plant. You need to go get your job at that plant and work like your daddy. But you want to be a business, man, you got to get rid of, you got to block out of that stuff out your mind, man. For you be a product of what you came from. Working 40 to 50 years on the job. Man, God has bigger and better plans for you. He had bigger and better plans for me. He didn't have a plan for me to sit down and smoke weed every day. He didn't have a plan for me to sit down and drink beer every day. He didn't have a plan for me to be sleeping around with multiple women. He didn't have a plan for me to be catching STDs at 18. He didn't have a plan for me to have an estranged relationship with my mama in the past. He didn't have a plan for me to get kicked out of school. He had a plan for me to prosper. He had perfect plans for me. And he has perfect plans for you. You may have came from a rough life. You may have come from a rough background. But that didn't change God's plans for you. God always had perfect plans for you. You got to make the choice and the decision to walk in those plans. And start walking and stop walking and stop walking in the environment with that mindset environment. The mindset of your environment. Get rid of the mindset of your environment because the mindset of your environment is poverty. The mindset of your environment, the culture of your environment is not the mindset that God has for you. Get rid of that mindset. Get rid of those thoughts. Stop feeding into your thoughts. Those negative thoughts, and I gotta be like my mama. I gotta be like my daddy. You better get that mindset that God has for you. His mindset is a prosperous mindset. It's a great mindset. You can do all things. I can do all things. Because he said I could. And I'm challenging you to have that mindset. You can do all things because he said you could. Stop being a product of your environment. Stop being a product of your environment and get rid of all that stuff and use those things that you went through in your life to fuel you to be greater than what you are right now.